All right. Welcome, everyone. This is Yelena from Las Vegas, Nevada. I am so happy to see you guys were able to join. I know many of you weren't able to join us live, so that is why we are recording. So you can come back if you see something that you like and you want to implement it, you will have a copy of it. And of course, for those that are not able to join us. Today's topic is effective strategies for follow-up, and one will hear something, new tips, new hacks. Let me change.
Yeah, she's back.
Okay, so now,
Yelena, if you can hear us, your audio is very choppy.
Okay, if we could turn off the videos so we don't overload the feed, that might help. And our mics, if we could turn them off, I'm sure this will be more successful. Let's try that. Yes. All right. I think that we don't want to overload the system. So. Okay, awesome. Everybody is muted, and I think the software should go much better. Share screen. Okay. So, you know who I am, which is wonderful. So this topic of our meeting is unlocking opportunities. So we continue to unlocking opportunities. So advice number one, as we've always been told many different times, is we have to segment our contacts. We have to group our contacts into categories based on the level of interest or interaction. For example, you can have people that were really excited meeting you, and this will be, let's say, your yellow group. And then people that will need more warming up into your, let's say, blue group. This way you will know how to, you can color code them on your computer software, or you can do it on your phones. Next, we all know that we need to personalize our follow-up messages. So our messages need to be dedicated for each individual group. Everybody knows that the time of a general email blast have passed, and that now we need to focus on sending special small group messages. This is how people respond better, and this is how you build strong relationship with your contacts. Now, time for follow-up. First is the basic, guys. So I know you all know this, and I still will outline it just to freshen your memories up. And then we're going to go to the hacks and the computer tips that we have. Time for the follow-up. We need to plan the follow-up time based on the urgency and the level of interest of each contact. If you have a person with whom you've connected and had a great relationship, we would advise, make sure you connect with them right away. If this is someone you don't know and it will take time for you to follow up with that person, then absolutely you can take your time, follow up. In general, the rule of thumb there, we are told that we have to follow up in 48 hours after the contact. We know after the G&E it's not possible because of the traveling time and adjustment time and the downtime. A lot of people actually got sick after this G&E. So that's why I think within a week of the event, follow-up would be still very appropriate. And I'll show you how to which counter hacks to use to do that. Thank you email is not new. Make sure you know your email is not just a plain thank you note, but be specific and reference something you've discussed during the conversation. This way it shows that you've been listening, it shows that you've actually been paying attention, and it's not a generic thank you. Next, LinkedIn. We all know for business, LinkedIn is the #1 tool. Make sure try to connect with everyone on LinkedIn. Send them personal messages, saying how nice it was to meet you. We all know that we need to connect on social media. In addition to LinkedIn, connect on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Stay connected, share their contact, congratulate them on their success. This will help you stay on top of their mind with your contacts. And this is where we're going to expand on this a little bit more. Tag them in a post. If you were on the same event, make sure you tag your people in the same post and mention something you discussed during a conversation. This is a great way to keep your conversation going. In general, social media is a great way to tag people, and we're going to talk about it later. We're going to talk about also expanding your network and following hashtags. Now, this is the crucial one, a follow-up meeting. It's not possible for us to do follow-up meeting in person with a lot of agents, but we should be able to do the follow-up meeting on Zooms, on FaceApps. We should be able to do it on the phone. This is where you talk to discuss and explore collaboration. So the reason people would want to talk to you is when you ask them, how can I help you? So when we're doing a follow-up, it's not just about thank yous, and it's not just saying, hey, what's your market? And, you know, you're my feeder market, right? So we are here to build a stronger relationship. So our goal here is to offer something of value, and we can all offer something of value with our social media posts. We can say, hey, if you have something new listing that you have, or if you have some kind of important information or market data, I'd be happy to repost it for you on social media. Share a resource, interesting book. We've all been told different software, different programs that worked for you. Make sure you always bring it up in your topics when you follow up with your client and share it with you. Future events attendance together. This is a great opportunity. If you have someone that is coming from your area, this will be a great way for you to join together. Share content, articles, blogs relevant on social media platform, tag people, add messages, so you can keep the conversation going, especially to do it great on Instagram and LinkedIn. Appreciation is also a great way to expand, sending a thank you note, small gift as a way to show your appreciation, something local perhaps. And here right now we are talking about apps and tips. So what I found working for me, and I'm going to show you today 3 important tips, was the Calendly calendar. This is a system to book your appointment. Then we're going to talk about follow hashtag on the events, so we can help you expand your network. And then I will show you an app that helps you leave a voicemail without talking. Okay, so Calendly. Calendly.com, it's a software. Someone turn on their mic. Could you please mute your mics, guys? Thank you, thank you, thank you. We don't want feedback. Okay, so Calendly.com, it's a great tool. I am going to share with you on the screen. 1 second, I'm going to add my browser. This is it. Hold on a second, let me pull up my browser. Okay, share screen. So this is what the app looks like inside. It's a great way to block a time of the day in your schedule. When you log in, it gives you an option. Let's say schedule events, and it will show you, this is the past events. So basically it keeps tracks of all the events, but it also gives you a calendar. And in that calendar, you have event types, right? So you create 2 events. The Wi-Fi is super slow, so everything is dragging right now. And now we've lost it. Okay. So yeah, it's not loading. So anyway, so it gives you a calendar. You create, okay, yeah, here you create 2 events, let's say 15 minutes a meeting, right? And then once you create this event, I'll show you what it looks like. It's very simple. It will say create event. You click create button. It walks you through the process. You put your name and duration. 30 minutes is too long for the people. Nobody wants to commit to such a long conversation. So you put like 15-minute block. And let's say once a day, you block an hour in your calendar. And this is going to ask you this question. When people can book? In the calendar, the questions, if you want to ask people additional questions about their feeder market, or if you want to ask anything, you can also add it into this conversation. So this way you actually have an opportunity to get to know the person better. So once you fill this up, this software creates it for you. And then it gives you an option when people can book it. And so you book 1 hour a day, and in 15 minutes, you can have 4 meetings. And you send out that link to all, let's say, everybody in your base, in your database. And then people can go in and say, hey, I would love to chat with you. Here is my calendar. Can you pick a time that works for you? And then boom, you send one link to everybody. Everybody goes right into your calendar, and they will be able to see the available data and book it. Why it's easy? Because you have, let's say, 1 month, and you give an option to people instead of texting each other back and forth. Oh, I can't do this. Can you do that? And so this gives you an opportunity to do just that, your availability. So I'm trying to show you how do you set availability. And right now, it's a free app. They are trying to sell it for groups, but right now, for the next 2 weeks, and I know some other people used it. And so this is your availability. I only have, let's say, one type of event. Look, I blocked Tuesday and Wednesday from 11 to 12. Obviously, you can make it, you can blog every day, but I thought it would be too much for me. So I just wanted to try this app for twice a week. When Tuesday and Wednesday from 11 to 12, I will be connecting to Sotheby's agents. It's cool to have this app because it holds you responsible, it holds you accountable, it keeps track. You know, you can make notes. So far, I've done it for this week, and I've already learned some very interesting opportunities and questions that I've been asking. So that is this Calendly app. Next tip that I want to share with you is, this is going to be absolutely awesome. This is how to follow a hashtag. Find a window, preview. Hold on. So we are done with that. Yes, this is, I want to share with you how to follow a hashtag on Instagram, because I know a lot of people are not familiar with Instagram. I downloaded a link to the TikTok, but I have a little video that the same video I can run it for you here. Let me start that. I prepared that for you. How to follow a hashtag on Instagram. So you open your account and you go into the search window, you click on the search window and you put a hashtag GNESIR, and then it will pop right there. Click on it, and then you choose tags, and then it will give you an option to follow the tag. You click on follow the tag, and then you select the post. Make sure to like it. Go to that profile, click on follow the profile, and then send a message. Say, hi, this is Yelena Horton, Las Vegas, Sotheby's International Realty. Pleasure to meet you here, exclamation point. Send them a message, could be anything. So I said, oh, I loved G&E, and so happy to meet amazing Sotheby's agents. And you send a message. Then you go back to their profile and make sure like several of their posts so the algorithm will start showing. Okay, so let me now explain why, what was it and why do you need it? So during the event, we have met a lot of a lot of people. During the event, we met a lot of people. Now, the main hashtag that was advised by the Sotheby's was, hey, use GNESIR. So that is why if you go to your Instagram and you follow that hashtag, every agent who used that hashtag is going to be right there. And it gives you an opportunity to connect with even more people that you've met, or it will give you an opportunity to connect with people that, let's say, you didn't get a moment to exchange information, but you know them, you spoke with them at the bar, at the coffee shop, you know, you've met them at the bathrooms and you've met them multiple times, but you didn't exchange the information. So you can go in, follow the hashtags. I suggest you to follow 3 hashtags: GNESIR, GNE, and GNE 2023. This will be 3 hashtags. And then you go to follow each post. You go to each person's profile. You follow this agent. You send them a message that lets them know that you're following them, that you know them. Then you have to like a couple of posts. If you don't, you will not see their information in your timeline, because if you don't follow them, the algorithm will not know that you want to see their content. So after you follow, you like several contents and you comment, just make a couple of comments. This way algorithm will start showing you their information. If you don't do it, if you just go and follow GNESIR, this post will come in, but rarely. So you want to, if you really want to connect with people and you've met at the GNESIR, follow 3 hashtags, pick some people. You can go based by your feeder market. You can go into profile. You can see where this agent is from, if it's your feeder market, or if you've met and you know that person, you know, feel free to connect with them. Also by location. So you can also follow by location. So in the same search window, if you type in Win Las Vegas, it will start showing you posts that were tagged Win Las Vegas. And so then when you scroll a little bit, because it's been already several days and Win Las Vegas has new posts, but then you will see down there in the Instagram field, you will see that there is all Sotheby's agents. And so again, once you follow these locations, you will see again another agent's post. Same thing. You go this way, you will expand it, your network. You will strengthen your network because you've exchanged phone numbers with people, but you didn't follow everyone on Instagram. You didn't follow them. And this is the easiest tool for you to do the whole follow up back and follow them on Instagram. The social media makes it so easy to connect with people on Instagram. Now, next one is ringless voicemail. I don't know about you guys, but we're all busy. And I think that this app will be a very good hack for those of you that are always on the go and you want to connect with people, but you don't really want to run into conversations, long conversation, or when you have a short window of time. So I tried it, the app. So I downloaded the app. The app is free. You go to the app store, you download it, and basically what it does, it just asks you who you want to call. It connects to your contacts, so you don't have to do anything. Very simple interface, very simple to use. It goes on your app, says who you want to call. Boom, you check your contact from there, and it goes straight to their voice message. I mean, again, this is one of the best follow-up strategies, having people get used to your voice, having people get to know you better. It's more personal than just email or even a text. When people get to see you or when they get to hear you, obviously it makes the connections stronger. It makes you feel like you know the person. So slide dial would be the next best hack for you to, again, follow up with these people that you've met without actually having to have this first conversation. Or you can send an invitation to join your Calendly meeting and have a FaceTime also through slide dial, where you can record a voicemail, say, hey, you know, I love meeting you at the GNE. I would love to, you know, connect with you on the FaceTime so we can discuss our collaboration, see how we can help each other, you know, grow and generate more leads. And then you leave that message, and then you can also leave that message for like a group of 10 at a time. You know, if you are busy, but you can do it. Slide dial can leave those messages. Now, I spoke in these past few days with the people from GNE. And of course, everybody loved it. The energy was absolutely amazing. It was tremendous connections and networking was absolute treat, to get to be able to meet the people, which is interesting because it reminds me how Mark Cuban, when he had a little interview, and there was this 22-year-old young man was asking him, "Can I ask you a question?" And he said, "Sure." And he said, what made you billionaire compared to a millionaire? And because, I mean, he goes, well, billionaires, they focus, they execute, they stay, on top of things. He goes, but what made me a billionaire was networking. He goes, I always network. So we all know the benefits of networking. We know it's super important, but what's even more important is the follow up, because if you don't work, it's like the seeds that you planted, but if you don't work these seeds, they're not going to grow to give you the fruits. And so life goes and gets in the way. And so if you go to your calendar and you book that little time for follow up, connections, leaving those slide down messages, and you leave 15 minutes a day to go follow those hashtags, reach out to those agents, the other agents, that it's very simple. GNE SII is the main hashtag. GNE 2023 was the second main hashtag. Just follow those 3 hashtags. You will reconnect with people. Now, the other request, people said, well, we wish we had a little bit more how-tos. And I was asking, okay, what how-tos would you want? And here is a few how-tos of most of the agents shared with me. And you tell me, guys, after this, we're open to question and answers. Then you can unmute your mics and we can go live with all the question and answers. So questions people were asking me was why clients can't find me on internet. And so the misconception was that if you already have a website, if you already have some kind of a profile online, so the people are supposed to find you. And so this is obviously not the case. If that was the case, nobody would be asking these questions, and we all would be already found, and we would be generating leads and getting calls, would be swamped with calls. This is not the case. So this is the next Zoom topic that I want to work on for you guys. Why clients can't find me on the internet, which is basically like, what can we do to make it work? Next one was hashtags and social media tips. People still need social media tips. They still would like to know, is there shortcuts? Is there easier way to work on this social media? And the hashtag, what I have noticed, a lot of people, when they were making posts on social media, they were not using hashtag, or they are not using hashtags on their regular posts. So we are going to talk about what is hashtags, which ones are better, how to use them better, and social media posts, what to post, how to post, how often to post. The thing is, the Instagram algorithm changed. And so the Instagram we knew when it started years ago is not the same Instagram that we have today. The problem with that is, if you post a story and your story is not seen by people, the Instagram thinks your content is not important and it pushes it down. And so you will not be, your content will not be recognized if there are no views, if there are no hashtags, if there is no way for other people to find you. And so basically people being stuck in this perpetual cycle where, oh, you have no views, you keep trying to post your stories, no one watches these stories, so that your content becomes even less relevant. And so there is no way the people are digging their own holes. So this is the way I'm trying to help the real estate agents, how to dig yourself out of those holes, and how to create this social media. Like, what do you post? What tools to use? What apps are there today? Like a little technical hacks on where to find helps on posting content on social media that actually works and looks professional. And I don't know if it's a question for you, but I do know a lot of people told me they still need help with ChatGPT. I don't know if this is something you need help with. As soon as I'm finished, we can ask questions. But I do know a lot of people say, hey, we've heard of this, but I still need help on how to use it. So I will be happy to walk you through ChatGPT. I would love to do those little Zoom meetings, and I'm rushing because I know everyone is busy, and so I don't want to take a lot of your time, and I'm trying to be very conscious of all of our times, right? So like I'm trying to create short 30-minute segments on where we can go in and do those once a week for the months of May, just as a part of our follow-up strategy after the G&E, because we all going to need the chat. I want to show you how to use ChatGPT for social media posts. It's actually a great tool. And hashtag generation. I want to show you a couple of softwares that help you with generating hashtags. So tell me if this is something of interest for you. And now you can unmute your mics. Okay, I see people. Okay, so slide dial is a great deal. I see that Jet from Carmel is sharing slide dial. Okay, I do see that some people signed off because we did have difficulties in the beginning with the software. So I like it. Thank you. iPhone Christina. She said she stayed. Okay, wonderful. Christina stayed. Thank you so much. I am so sorry, Terry lost her sound and she signed off. Liliana said, thank you. Ellen, anything? Unmute your mic. Hey, Andrea.
Sorry, I lost the screen for a minute.
Hi.
Hi, Andrea. We can see you now too.
Oh, hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
You can hear me. Oh, sorry I was late. I was on another Zoom, another G&E recap Zoom. So I was jumping between the two. Nice to see you all. How's everybody?
How's everyone as usual? Beautiful. Where will you post the recording? I was on another Zoom as well, says Debbie. Okay, Debbie, not a problem. I am going to actually to make it super easy. So I want to upload it to YouTube. So people can just simply watch it straight with the link from YouTube without any passwords, any logins or anything else.
Excellent.
Next question.
Excellent.
When will you start the ChatGPT? How to group? Well, ChatGPT will be our first, will be our last. So it's going to be the last Zoom, which in 3 weeks, because I will do one each week. And then we will try to do, and if you can connect, that's fine. I'll try to do the recording on YouTube. After that, I'll just upload it and send it out. And if usually I send it out to my list. If you don't get anything, that means you're not on my list for some reason. Just check your spam folders or just text me. Elizabeth said, thank you. Slide dial is a game changer. Juliana said, thank you. Liliana said, thank you for the tips. Okay, next question. Is Zoom each week, same time, same day? Okay. Thursday don't work for me, as I've discovered, so I'm gonna have to change the day to either Wednesday or Friday. The time, I know that a lot of people on the other time zone, and they also have asked to move the meeting to make it a little bit earlier than 11 a.m. So I am going to move it to 10 Pacific time. So hope that works. Add my email to the list so I can join the Zoom call. Perfect. Yes, absolutely. I will make sure that you are in there. Anybody has any other questions? Otherwise, we're done. I hope recording will be much better than the initial.
Oh.
Andrea, you muted yourself. You have to unmute it.
Unmute. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I was just going to say, can you hear me now? Okay. There was another one I was just on that was at 10. So yours was at 11. The other one was at 10:30. Maybe if we could do them a little farther apart, then people could be both of those. I don't know.
We're going to change the day. So it's not going to be on Thursday. So we're going to be very far apart. We're changing it to Wednesday.
Oh. Okay, great. I have meetings on Wednesday at 10, but we'll figure it out. I'll get here.
We'll have a recording.
I'll get here somehow.
Awesome. Okay,
right,
I got
wonderful.
A couple of emails.
Efficient.
So I am going to, but great tips, said Sue. Thank you, Yelena. Awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't want to take any more of your time. I know everybody has to go work. So it was awesome to see you guys, and let's do it more often. Ciao, ciao.
Thank you, definitely.
Bye, Yelena.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye,
everyone.
Thank you.
Sorry I arrived late, but next time.
We will have a recording, love. No worries.
Perfect. Bye.
Have a
Bye.
great rest of the week. Okay,
Bye,
take
Muriel.
care.
Bye, Andrea.
Bye.
Bye, Sharon.
Thank you.